Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and this one's one for the Atari ST fans and experts. I picked this up off eBay, very cheap. It's not an ST or anything like that, it's some parts. Basically what it is the T-board 64 TOS ROM switcher. I'll open the box and show you what I've got here. The reason that I've bought this. Now, I saw this going for sale on eBay, cheap. And like I said, what these are what I've been told is a T-board 64 TOS ROM switcher for the Atari ST computers. So you have, I believe it is TOS 2.06 on ROM here. And this fits inside the ST. I think it goes onto the 6800 CPU, and then I think it actually fits. I'm not sure which way it fits. I presume it fits on like that. I think you have to solder a socket on top of the 6800, and then this plugs into it. But anyway, none of these work. But the reason I bought the lot, I paid 20 quid for all this stuff, and it was for this lot here. What we've got is, it did say in the listing that there was some program GALs, and what we've got, in fact we've got rather a lot, is all these here are GAL16V8. I don't know if you know about a GAL. It's basically it's a programmable logic device, and reprogrammable. That's the most important thing, because these apparently have been programmed to work with this T-board 64 here. But a GAL is erasable and rewritable, and these are basically the whole reason I bought the lot in the first place. I didn't realise there was quite as many of them here. It said that there was some GALs included, and I thought, ooh, at the price it was going at. Now these, generally speaking, sell for about 3 quid each new. They are GAL16V8 25 LNCs. There's a couple of different types here, but I think they're mostly them the important bit anyway is the GAL16V8, which is basically what these are. Like I said, so they may be programmed with the logic array for this board, but that's not a problem, because like I said, you can wipe them and use them for other things, which is, like I said, the main reason I bought these, because I've got a couple of projects in mind where you need to program a GAL. It's mostly on old micros where you're upgrading the RAM, and as part of the upgrade they did use a GAL chip. Obviously these are getting harder to find now. I don't know whether they're still produced. I'm not sure. I think these are date from the early 90s. The boards date from 92. I'm guessing these were bought at about the same time, so you know, these date from about 92 as well. But as I was saying anyway, I've gone off my tail. They cost about 3 quid each for what I've seen for these on eBay at the moment. I've got 50 of them here, and I paid 20 quid for the lot. So even if I can't do anything with anything else in here, I've got my money in the GALs here, which, like I said, I can use for other projects, up and coming projects then. But I was just got me wondering, are these boards of any use to anyone nowadays in the ST fans? Like I said, I don't know a huge amount about Atari ST stuff. I've got one broken ST languishing in a box somewhere, which one of these days I really need to dig out and see if I can get it up and running. It did work a bit at one point, but then I got distracted with other things and it got stuck back in a box. But are these things of any use to anyone nowadays, or am I just best getting my bargain lot of GALs out of this and possibly just desoldering some of these ROMs? What I've been told is all these part-made boards are all faulty, but there's lots of parts. I mean, some of them have got, some of them have got the GALs on them, some of them haven't. Some of them have got ROM sockets installed, some of them have got ROMs just soldered straight to the board like that. We've got some all kinds of weird and wonderful configurations. So what I've also got in the lot is this lot, which is, if I open it up, I've got over 50 of the original, I mean the copyright 1992, I presume these are original boards that these were made on. So if I wanted to, I suppose, if there is a market or an interest in these, I mean, I could produce at least 50 of them, because I've got 50 boards here. This is what I need to know from you, you Atari ST experts. Is there any use for these? I mean, do people want these TOS 206 T-board switchers? Or am I, like I said, best just for the fact, like I said, I've got my money out of them because I wanted the GALs. I'm just wondering whether there's anyone in the ST market which would actually want one of the finished working boards, because I've got enough bits here to make up. I mean, I could salvage what I can off them, and I've got enough bits to make up quite a few boards. I mean, I don't need all these GALs for my projects. I could use some of them actually to populate some of these things. Oh, I've even got the surface mount resistors in here from this lot. I hate soldering these things on, but they're 4.7k surface mount resistors, which I don't think I'll ever run out of again in my life with this lot. And there's more program GALs. Some those are either I think they're diodes. I think they're little fast recovery diodes there as well, which the board seems to have one of them. Yeah, the board seems to have one of them on each. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, this was just a quick show you what I just picked up off eBay video. And like I said, if anyone that's into their STs knows a bit more about these, and whether there are anyone that would actually want some of them in working order, if you'll let me know in the comments, and I'll be most interested. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, so thanks for watching, and goodbye.